Excuse all the background noises. Right, hello there. I'm X306 here with a submission of Threads of Fate, played on a PlayStation 3, which was originally released on PlayStation 1. And for the Questing for Glory 2 event coming up. While it loads up, let me load up the splits. A little about this game. I haven't really seen much light of a speedrun, which hopefully I will make a good impression of this game to be included for this upcoming event. And as of this recording, I am the current world record holder with the run I do with Rue, new game, of a 3:06:47. So just doing some controller stuff real quick, switching to dialogue and digital to analog mode and full screen. Just making sure everything's nice and loaded, splits are good. You guys enjoy the run. Title back up. Make sure splits are working. Which are good. Alright, so time starts on new game selects, which will be in 3, 2, 1, go. And we select with Rue. Alright, as you saw in the intro there, you saw two characters, Rue and Mint. Mint being the female character. But I run this game as Rue, the male, when I select it. Each one has an entwining story, which leads to them working together eventually, but they have different pathways. Mint's all being personal, her wanting to rule the world, being a bratty princess, versus Rue's being more noble, trying to save a loved one. And each of them have different playthrough styles. Rue's more melee heavy and has the power to transform into different monsters via coins, versus Mint herself being a magician and use magic powers as well as her chakra rings. So I prefer more Rue preference for being a melee player. So pretty much the prologue here. Gotta wait for Claire to finish up dinner for his loved one. And just pretty much them enjoying a nice dinner. And the thing with the speedrun for both characters, there is a lot of text boxes, so fair warning. Like this intro is like roughly 4 minutes at least, until we get to all the action. Yeah, just heard Rue's about to scare off somebody, but alas, it was something more than much deadly. Big right hand of death. Which I'll cover more story-wise for that later. Of course, they start fighting, and Rue just gets knocked out on his butt. And Claire decided to help him, which she just thought was a bad idea. And she's gonna pay with it. But anyway, just all these dialogues, I'm just holding down. You can either hold down X or square to speed through this dialogue, so I'm not being called out for using the turbo controller. I could, but I do not know if the rules do call for turbo controllers can be used for this run. I haven't really researched it well yet, nor do I have a turbo controller. pretty much a long story from that prologue. Claire done a bad thing, and Rue's mission is to save his waifu, which they found a good relic, which would be called the Dewprism, which is actually the name of this game in European versions. Don't know why they wanted to adapt the name to the States and just change it to correctly. Probably because Dewprism wasn't really a good RPG title. Both are pretty good though. So we pretty much landed up in Corona, the main town hub of this game that both characters share. You got a forest, you got a hotel, shop, back alleyway, lake, and each one connects to all the different dungeons and scenarios would be in there. So just land on the pier. We got Smokey and Bloody right there, aka Beavis and Butthead. And now we're in control of the game. Right off the bat, you want to explore, but for this speed run, we go right straight into the action to Corona Forest and do the intro tutorial. So as this game is an RPG with a little bit of platforming as well. So got platforming, gotta take out this polywag right here. Grab the coin, which is part of Rue's gameplay. So right here, just switch over to polywag and just slide across this forest. And we'll be doing this a lot throughout the run for Rue. Okay, so we got grab a coin for just the safety. We're grabbing the saber tiger right here. And now we go sweeping some ass. Try to save onto the saber tiger as fast as possible. It's pretty much Blood and Smokey. They just already got a hostage, so we need to save the day. But we can't really show our face. So let's turn into an innocent looking polywog and bite him in the butt. Or bite him in the butt. It's all good. So transfer back to Rue. We're gonna attack the guy up here on the platform. There we go. 2-3 hit combos will be good enough to attack him. Wasn't really the most optimized. Was supposed to hit triangle to do a sweep attack to knock down Smokey, the fat one. And just focus on Blood. And then alternative strat for that fight, you can just stay as a polywog and spam triangle, which is a tail slap. It's faster, just transfer back to Rue for more damage. It's pretty much just gotta erase Elena here throughout the forest. You could transform into the Saber Tiger and get there quicker, but you have to wait for Elena regardless, even if you did transform or not. It saves the menu in time, stay as Rue. Alright, we're going to this guy to introduce some more characters. We got Elena, which we just saved from the bandits, and her family. Plaza and his wife. He's an architect, which mainly helps us with gathering up artifacts. That leads to opening a Valen's fortress, which will be the final dungeon of this area, this game. So right now he's trying to head out to find an Altier area, but he's taking a little break. And he said these cliffs are dangerous, but we volunteered to help him out, being a good Samaritan. Root's main quest, just like with Men, we're not trying to find a relic. And this relic of power can pretty much grant any wish he wants. And for his wish, he wants to revive Claire. Okay, so we land it, switch back to the Saber Tiger, and run across all the sledges over here. Try not to hit any of the flowers or the hedgehogs. Clean this about good. Now we gotta go serve this tablet and fight these gargoyles. Feels scary there. Jump up, place the gargoyle. And switch back to the tiger. We're up the steps. Go to the first boss, which is a nightmare. Actually, I did a little bit of a mess up here. I meant to kill one of those flower guardians here. If I could do a backup strat here with Tiger. So it's a little bit slower for strat. Mainly the flower guys I'm supposed to kill there at the beginning during the intro. I turned on one of those and mash X with Seed Bomb attack. But since I forgot to do that, that was a backup strat for the tiger. Just lunge at it until it dies. It's a little bit faster to transform into a flower. So we're gonna let him ruffle around this library altar place, and we're gonna go hunt for ourselves. Mainly for money. There's rare items you can collect. Moonstones and coins you can sell later from cash. So grab this moonstone and sell it later for money. I mean, jump off this, grab this as well. Check the book. It's on. Look, I didn't die that fight. Because for this game, for RPGs, you think most deaths would cause a game over. Well, with this game, with coins, they introduced that as a lifesaver. You have 4 different tiers of coins. You have bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Which each coin, they revive you back to full health, but also restore your MP. Bronze, giving you 1/4% back. Silver, restoring half. Gold, restoring all of your MP. And then the rare platinum coins, which not only fully revives you, but gives you an extra boost of strength and defense. But we don't collect any of those. Just to collect a little bit of coins and sell them later on for extra cash so we can buy equipment. And here's Submit right here, aka Bratty Angelica from the Rugrats. She just demands for one thing: world domination. But more on her story, she's just doing it because she's spite of her sister Maya taking over her throne as a princess. So we're back in town. that. So gotta advance the story, gotta go to Klaus's house, telling us more about it. Sort of that doggo action. Sorry about that. Dog wants some attention. Okay, so pretty much he's gotta tell us we gotta go to a ruin to find another altar to help power up that relic we just got. Now we need to go to the first shopping area. First we get into over here. Those monster coins that we picked up with Rue, we can sell them. And then sell these moonstones as well, and then pick up our first silver bracer for some strength. And then start at the underground ruins. And then met over here trying to tell us, hey, let's group up together, guys. This is where some good platforming happens. Mainly with the form of the gargoyle that we picked up earlier. Has a nice double jump mechanic you'll see used in this run. Alright, so first off, we need to kill one of these Gluton salamander monsters. Pick up a flamethrower ability that we need to use. And then continue on here. Tiger and run really fast. Force. Big giant ant. Down, there's one through. Tiger. And this is right here, double jump strap. Pretty much a tight window for this double jump right here. About 5-frame window. And then grab these ruins over here. If you don't have gargoyle, you have to either use polywalk to maneuver over some acid pits, or you can just have to platform above them. You have to do that with men, but with the gargoyle you can double jump it. And it's a really tight window to make the jump. I'll grab this one. Come over the ants and kill the this one. And then with that salamander creature we just fought, gotta use that and melt the ice. Need at least 36 MP, so they had more than enough. And now we'll go all the way back down and do some platforming. That was a clean walk right there for the gargoyle. Normally you have to jump across those, but you can make that one cycle. Now the boulder boss. Gotta play Indiana Jones for a little bit. Which I might take a death here, because I'm really low on health. So, touching that. And we got down some rocks as well. Right. This boulder is our... Yeah, those two right there are RNG right there. There's 5 sets of rocks you have to dodge. It's always gonna be left, right, and then 3rd and 4th rocks are RNG, and then the last one is always gonna be a jump. So, just lose a couple of seconds. Left, right, RNG. There we go. And to the left. Now, we would be nice and check on Mint, but we'll be mean. And there's also a recovery area to recover our health there. So, she just tries to jump kick us off, but we say, nope! And now more double jumping. That was a good double jump there. Good start to the ruins. You can get an early boost with the double jump of the gargoyle. The jump onto the right sequence for the ruins. If you fall into the water or you step on the wrong one, you have to restart the whole sequence. There we go. It's pretty clean. Now we're approaching our second boss, Skull Beast. Should have enough MP for that boss. When we find that with the gargoyle as well. Pretty much just platform, avoid his flamethrower breaths. Wait till it turns white, and hit him with triangle, which is a side breath. Now, the interesting thing about this boss, with Mint, you can actually one-shot this boss with her magic combination. Pretty neat. Fortunately, you can't do that with Rue. Like, each character, they have different trade-offs of speed strats for bosses. Rue can do it later once he gains a certain monster ability. Did it early. That was 6. That was 5 instead of 6. So platform in. And I get to jump. Nice, I did. I did optimally. If you have the lower right hand platform available to jump on, as you kill the boss, you can do an early double leap across both the platforms and get onto the ruin in this next area really early. Kind of a tight trick to do. But I got it. So, same time. Otherwise I would just fall, so I'll have to wait for the screen to transition back to me. And now we're heading to 3 different rooms. We gotta grab 2 items here. We need to grab a tiara in this room. It's over here. Grab the tiara, we need to grab a cube as well. and also a black coin in one of the other rooms. So yeah, grab this cube here. No, against the stool there. Finally, grab a black coin. Oh, that bronze coin that I used. No need to heal, so we're good to go. And now we meet our rivals for this game, Duke and Bell. AKA Jesse and James. We fight Bell with Tim, and we fight with Duke with Rue. And guess what? If you're a fan of anime, so is Duke. He loves to watch Naruto. And loves to cosplay. And also is a big fan of Street Fighter. So right there, he just class Shadow Clone Jutsu and try to get a one-up on us. Really easy fight. He's just gonna try around with his clones, jump over them, and then combo him until he's dead. Just a hit there. Shadow clones. Got no side of health. So of course they steal the tiara from us and try to run away. And of course he tells that he will not be defeated again. Oh, but he will. And guess who's back? Scobie's. Not done yet. Look, we just have to hit him once and then run away from him. So let's switch back to Gargoyle. Wait for him to do his attacks. Give on her though. Yeah, did not really want him to be there, but whatever. And now we run away. And now we need to run really fast. Tiger. Run outside here because we gotta dodge these big spiky balls. You can dodge 3 of them on the outside, and then the last one you have to run on the inside. That one's kind of a tricky one. So is this one. Let's go back because I did not want to do that. On the inside here. And I split when I leave here when the cutscene fades out. And now he's dead. And that's the end of the runs. As far as RNG for this game, for most RPGs, there's just a little bit for certain bosses. Other than that, it's just our execution. So, first thing we need to go to Klaus's house, deliver our items to him. And then he tells us, I may know a person that might know the power of this cube, but she's a strange one. Bell. And this is where the run can kind of go sour. The biggest portion of platforming you have to do in this segment. Not fun. Hope you guys like parks and swings and seesaws and trumpets. Right, so we got nails off here. But before we go, made a friend. I know your secret. Girls, right? Secrets are not fun to... Secrets are fun to share, though. Alright, so switch back to Tiger, run really fast. And pick! Alright, so can't really see Mel yet. We have to play with her servants. We have to play 3 minigames, which involves a lot of platforming. So kill these two. Baby. Wait here, because you can try to cycle that, but it's a really tight cycle. Yeah, if you keep going straight, you'll definitely have a 75% chance to get hit by the star the Imp's casting and fall down, not to restart this minigame. Which, restarting these games are just a huge time loss. And then at the end of one, you have pretty much a fun game you have to play with this one. Have to hit some babies, which I do not approve of hitting babies in real life. So the streamer does not approve of this. Pretty much you want to try to go for a high score of 500, but your score really doesn't matter, just need to kill time. Enjoy this torturous music. It's 1 out of 3 done. 2 more to play. Now I want to be careful and not hit those orange birds because that will mess up my monster rotation. Here, jump, delete this, and this game's done. Another minigame, we gotta collect balls and dodge the black ones. And then certain colored ones give you like boosted points. I don't know. I think it's random every time. And this one's a full cycle of black balls. I want king for me. Oh, we also got this. One more game to do. If you talk to that bird right there, it'll give you a save option. Of course, if you get hit by that trumpet right there, you will get blown off. Same here. 2, 3. You can't get clipped by these seesaws. Had to happen in one of my runs before. Clip right through it and fall. Now this is the last minigame. Normally you're supposed to jump on those trumpets and blow away the birds. But for this one, you just need to stand still and game over. Quickest way to do it. Game over. And that is Funhouse. But you see, it could be a huge time loss if you mess up on the platforming. There's a whole bunch of talking. Wait till we get back to Corona. And Mel's pretty much telling Rue, hey, don't take things so seriously. He's like, I am serious, which is just much noble. Rue, he wants to do whatever it takes to save his loved one. He's been doing it for 3 years. He's finally got a clue. You don't want to let the man down. But of course she offers to help, but we need to rescue one of her little Impoon friends. Once we do that, then she'll help us. But she also knows a secret about Rue. But she won't tell us yet. It's like, poor Rue, he doesn't know yet. I think you're already well aware of what he is. And if I'm right, I do not have Tiger. Yep, just run back. Say hi to Duke. Hi, Duke. Bye, Duke. We'll be fighting him a little bit later. Trying to cosplay as Starfy. And he's gonna go for a little ride with this big bird. Right, so immediately we need to head back to the forest because her little imp friend is being captive by, again, Blood and Smokey. So right off the bat, we need to grab Tiger again. There we go. Just Tiger. And same strategy for just hit on Smokey until he gives up. This fight could be a little bit more dangerous, though. Because after a while, Smokey can go do some saber slashers, which really hurts. Yeah, just take a quick death there. Probably should have safety healed. So, Slow time loss. And then the only really way of game over in this game if you run out of coins, which you'll never do in the speedrun. There we go. Yeah, game over is when you lose all your coins. But you start off with 10 bronze coins at the beginning of the game. Which is more than enough needed. Try not to die throughout this game, but you might take a game over too. Try to do some high risk strats. No save. Because you can rest at the end, but you lose about 20 to 30 seconds. No, 10 seconds, I mean. Time to go and heal. Alright, so it's nighttime. Need to head to the docks to grab a coin, actually. We'll be selling it later. So grab it, it's 2x4, grab a big coin. Head back to the end and rest. And we're here having a nightmare. Just wants his waifu back. Gotta hate dreams like this. The endless Reddit ones. Something you want. Yikes. Okay, so we'll go back to Mel's. And since we got Tiger back, we can use it to get that quick. Got a coin here, we'll be selling later. And finally, we learn of Rue's heritage. A lot of cutscenes here. So pretty much either hold X or hold square to get through all this. And she says, "Really? You're not a human." And he agrees. He is not a human. Feels bad, man. Rue's actually a puppet slash doll created by the god of this game, Valen. Which we'll be fighting for the final boss. And pretty much have more backstory for Rue. He's pretty much created alongside his brother, the right hand of death. Spoiler alert. Those two are actually brothers created by Valen to help rule the world. But Rue had a case of amnesia. Doesn't remember his true purpose. To just wander off, collapsed in the snow, and that's where he met Claire. See Rue powers up. So of course he fends him off, but it's already too late. Claire's dead, yo. And that's why he's been traveling around the world for 3 years. But wait! What's this? He absorbed something into his forehead. So yeah, she's pretty much dead, but her soul got absorbed into Rue's gem on his forehead. And he's trying to find a way to bring her back. The power of the relic, which they always put in brackets. And that's what their main mission is, to find out where Valen's fortress is, use him to help get the relic and claim source power. Prue be reviving Claire. From Men's story, she just wants to gain the power of world domination. Which is silly in my opinion. Who wants to dominate the world? Not me. Fight for something you love, not for greed. So she's gonna talk to her now with her story. So Elena back to town. And we keep saying, hey, we're not a polywog. Like, okay, Polly. My name's Rue. And Dougal over here trying to be a fashionable model in a star suit. He wants to be a star. This hasn't been happened for him. He's a star. He's about to get pummeled. Okay, so we actually use this fight. Gotta wait for him to fall flat on his butt, and then stick this one up his butt. And watch out for his spin attacks. He kinda hurt. Old stretch for this, we can transform into that baby and hit him with wet as well. That's faster with this fight. I think it's more hilarious to fight him with the baby. And for this final attack, you have to make sure you jump, otherwise the shockwave will kill you. You're low on health. This fight's a little bit more hilarious from Ment's side of the story because you're actually supposed to lose for that fight, but then both you and Elena used the power of girly friendship to make him feel guilty. Quite hilarious, really. Meet the bad guys of the game. Psycho Master, Doll Master. He looks familiar. So back to Claus. Deliver him the powered up clue. It's a jack-in-the-box. Nope. It's a person. That's pretty much inside that cube. Part of the main source of going up to Valen's tower / fortress. And he's the same as Rue, he's a doll. He's not fully powered yet. He's missing some accessories. He's missing his tiara, gauntlets, some greaves, his boots. Which are split up between two different sources. Which this would be the run you see Mint going a different area than Rue. Mint should be going off into the forest of pretty much Ewoks. I call them. Like, if you watch that run, it really looks like Ewoks. In the easier run with Rue, we go to the Ghost Temple. It's the harder of the two areas. So we head up and do some more selling right now since we got a lot of monster coins and a lot more coins we can sell. Head down this alleyway to the antique shop. The only store we can actually go to sell our coins that we've been picking up, the go coins. And also sell our monster coins as well as here. Don't sell the coins. Show silver just to be safe. So they don't need it. And now we buy our new items. Okay, so we got a good bracer and a good belt. Got more enough money for later. And on to the Ghost Temple. Lakeside's just a little hill with trees going up to a big whole lake. Now, Ghost Temple, just a little bit of platforming to do, mainly some backtracking, trying to save Elena. But this house, two really dangerous bosses. You got a rematch with Duke at the very end, and then Chimera. You have to fight him, or fight it 3 different times, which is pretty scary. Each form getting a little bit harder than usual. Heard something. Well, playing Metal Gear. We got some puppets on patrol. Gotta figure out where they're going. Yeah, man, I think I can jump there. Well, Ghost puppets. Kill the Spectre, which is one of our good bosses that we fight, which is used for our boss fights. So this tiger, jump across both these platforms. Make sure I hit the right puppet. And go into the first fight of Chimera. Now you can do this you can do this first fight either two ways. You can stick with Rue, but it's faster to use Spectre, the water demon that we just killed, and use its water attack. But you take more damage as well, so it's more of a high risk. And we have to wait for its third head to pop out. Or that you have to run around and make sure you avoid sword slashes. Like spinning sword attack. And you have to fight this boss three times. Second time he gains a lightning attack, and then the final time he gains a flamethrower. There we go, quick pop out. We'll switch to Spectre. And first good fight. That was a quick head pop as well. Okay, so we got first big boot. Yeah, we got some spooky, squeaking skeletons we gotta fight. Just in time for Halloween coming up. So we'll take a quick kill here. If I don't die the second fight. I think it's gonna be damage to use one later. Oops, 1 moment. Let's see. We're in the far left here. Puppets. Gotta kill this oolong right here, the monkey. Platform. Quick statue here. Same strat as before, wait for the head to pop out, but avoid the lightning, avoid being splashed. And don't get hit by the fire. Fire is really dangerous in this form. And this is where RNG can play a factor, waiting for the head to pop out. Sometimes you can get quick heads, sometimes you can just get slow heads. Decent second fight. So I'll kill these two specters real quick. Keep them MP. Transfer over to Utang, jump over this. These. And kill the skeleton over here. Yeah, zoom position. Gotta make sure. Right. There we go. Now the third fight, really dangerous. We need to watch out for the flamethrower attack. And this is where RNG can really bite you in the butt. Because once it head pop out, it'll immediately do 2 flamethrowers. You can also just stick with Rue to be safe. But if you, as long as you avoid the flamethrowers, you can get a good fight in. Hopefully you get some good RNG with the head pop outs. And spinning sword. Oh yeah, no good attacks here. There we go. Good chimera fights. I need to build up some MP real quick. I need to get at least 12 here. Oh, that's 12, 24. I need to hit these torches just a little bit to extinguish. There we go, switch back to Spectre. There we go. So we're back at the very beginning of the temple now. Who snuck in here? What's that? I see you. I got you. We almost done killed Elena. Of course, she wants to accompany us now. But then, nope, this place is dangerous. Like, fine, will we? But alas, we're locked in. So she's gotta come aboard with us. Now pretty much got an escort mission, gotta have Elena join us. Get joint protocol. And pretty much tell our secret we can transform into monsters. But she just loves to watch us transform. I'll jump over, call Elena. I'll also explain health and MP real quick. As you see, we gradually gain HP and MP as we progress. Like, so you don't really get level ups. Kind of like with Final Fantasy. But 2 mechanics. So did the puppets, apparently. Puppet party. There's an HP. Let's down the store. Get a stinger here. Moonstone for money. Sell later. restore stinger. Whee. Grab a nightstone for more money. Almost did a one full clear boulder run, I call it. Switch. We'll grab a coin. Back it out too if you're too close to the switch. It'll lead us right next to you. And we done broke the switch. Not cool. But open. And now she's locked. So we go to the left here. Kill everything real quick. The coins. Puppet. There we go. You can only hit those portals with as a puppet. Oh no, she's captured. Dang it. Alright, so into the room, got some skeletons and Tiger to kill. You don't want to grab the... You don't want to kill Tiger first. Well, you don't want to grab the coin first, you want to try to grab it last. But if you grab it first, you're going to lose it really early. Switch back to puppet. Okay, so we need to head back to that room with the destroyable block. Destroyable door, I meant. Get there quickly, the tiger. Jump here. This door right here. Just leave across the tiger. Rawr, the tiger. There we go. And we'll make our way back. But we locked ourselves in though. How do we smack it? Okay, so it's got a little platform to do. Jump. And tell me to jump as well. I missed a second. Just gotta wait. Just goes a couple of seconds. And There's nothing in that first door, so just gonna turn left, and then we see our buddy Duke again. And Chimera. Luckily we don't have to fight a fourth time. Duke's been playing some Street Fighter and watching Fist of the North Star. So it just kills it with a Shoryuken. Now he's got Fist of Fire. So pretty much you want to bait out his attacks. Either bait out the 100 crack fist that he does there, or the Shoryuken. And then try to get combos on him. It's a little faster with 2 hits, but you can be safe with doing a full 3-hit combo. Just a little slower. And then wait for those wave attacks. And then these items around the room, you do not want to hit them because they will explode and they do a lot of damage on you. But luckily it damages him as well, so... So that was a good fight. We're not out of the woods yet. So Lena being Miss Nice Girl wants to treat his boo-boos from our fight. And we're about to get crushed by this wall here. And this door won't budge. So what do? We do the other one. Bash it. And if you don't do it fast enough, you'll eventually get crushed and cause of death. And we're out here. So of course Duke's bitter that we helped him. Be more grateful next time. But Belle's not too happy that Duke decided to help us. Yeah, they're not happy. But she has a secret weapon, though. Let's get back at us. Alright, so back in Corona, let's take Elena home. But we see Claire. What's this? She's dead, Leo. Are we seeing things? We must be seeing things. So back to Klaus's house. Deliver items to him. So he's pretty much partially powered up now, Prima Doll. Yeah, he's still missing some juice. Guess what? Apparently there's a wizard that lives on top of a raging mountain of volcano. That'll help him. But Mint's all mad because we lost the tiara, so she's gonna get it back from Belle while we go to the mountain. But if we do that, we got more coins and stuff to sell. So another quick shop session. Coins, got platinum. And we're off to Raging Mountain. Okay, so Saber Tiger. Jump off both these ledges right here. But up here, and kill that big guy right there, the big hammer, Bubba. Because we need his ability to crush boulders. So we got Bubba. There's him. Smash the rock. That's our favorite one trying to kill us. They're not jump down on him a bit. So switch back to Bubba. We got another boulder to kill. Try not to kill the Poliwags here and collect the coins, because that will mess up our monster rotation. Yes. And just take a quick look here. I wasn't gonna make it all the way. So, I'll break the boulder again real quick with Bubba. And just a quick death. Just a couple of seconds lost. Nothing too... No, not a real run killer. Oh, Bubba wants to hit the boulder. You know, collect the coins. We're good. Pro tip, fire's bad. So, switch back to it real quick. Platform across these. Hopefully we won't get tail whacked by the salamanders here. Because they can be rude sometimes. Like that. Now this point right here is really optimized to have Tiger just run against the wind. Otherwise you have to run against the current. And just lose time there. Or just die again. There's just a couple of seconds. I'm doing good pace though, just at the moment. So just right against the wind, jump off here. Hopefully Bubba won't be a gatekeeper like he has been. And now we get to see our two favorite duo again. The last fight with Bell and Duke. Duke will keep his Fist of Fire techniques, while Bell will be hovering around in her machine, the Hexagon. Gonna take out Duke first, and then Hexagon, Bell. Pretty much a three-phase fight. Too bad, like, Duke's doesn't have a health bar, so just gotta hit him until he dies. And don't get grabbed by Hexagon, because it, one, you'll take some big damage, and two, it's just a huge waste of animation there. Okay, so he's dead. Wait to grab, jump up and hit Bell until she's dead. Then fight her again. Grab, knock out. Jump. Strap. One time. And right here until she dies. And if you get too close to that ledge there, dark polywalks would spawn. And that's it. And we just quickly flee. Okay, so switch back. Tiger run. Get a safety heal here against Wyler. Hopefully Bubba won't pound his big hammer at us. Okay, so quick run up through, optimal movement. Hopefully don't get gatekeeped by the fire blob. Seen some runs that blob can just be a big gatekeeper and won't let you come up. It was nice tonight. And now the peak of the mountain. What if he's no wizard? That's a dragon. Apparently his caps lock button is broke, so he speaks in all caps. So of course he's questioning us while we seek the relic. He wants to test our strength. Make sure we're good-hearted people. Now we can use Spectre strats for this fight as well, but it is super greedy. Like, we do not want to get hit by its fire attacks. Just need like 3 waves of this and avoid the fire patterns. Otherwise, we'd have to use Root. Tornadoes. And one more pattern. Get the fire. There we go, no. Now, funny thing is with this boss, even though he does tell you to cease attack, you can keep hitting him. But if you do, if you hit him 3 times, he has warned you, and he'll instantly kill you with like 100,000 damage. I've actually done that once in a run before. I was like, what happens if you keep hitting him? And he's like, I warned you. Rawr! Yeah, that was a good worthy highlight right there. So of course, if you do that, you'd have to refight him. So it'd be like a minute lost. Okay, so back in Corona, Bell and Duke trying to Find some liquid courage. Drinking their pain away. Pretty much got a long split here, just got some little errands to run. I can turn around go talk to Claus. And then here, this fight is optional. You can actually skip this third fight with Blood and Smokey. But if you do that, then it's about a 2-minute loss. They're basically challenging us again. But we just ignore them. Alright, so we pretty much got all the pieces for Prima Doll now. He's almost done. And Mint's all getting annoyed by him. And this is why I prefer Rue to Mint. She's just such a brat. Alright, so pretty much, even though Prima Doll is pretty much almost complete, he still needs a big power boost. Mint's off to do her little rat session while we figure out how to boost him up. And since we got him powered up at Mel's, we're going to head over to Mel's and see what she has any ideas to boost him up. And since we got Tiger still, we can just run right over. Luckily, we have to play no minigames for this version. I mean, we do, but it's technically a boss fight. Pretty much, she tells us there is a good source of power / Gloritan, but you have to gain his trust. And since we already talked to 3 of the kids, we have to talk to the one very back here that we saved early in the forest. And he knows where Gloritan is. But we have to play with him. aka fight him. And shout out to any fans who like Alice in Wonderland. It's the Kaiser Cat, aka Big Thunder Kitty. Okay, so just wait for its lightning, dodge the lightning, wait for that star barrier to go off, which is RNG. You can get one barrier off, but this is worse RNG. Real bad RNG. 5 attacks. There we go. That's a little low there. Dodge lightning. There we go. So since he was using lightning, that's a good way to boost up Prima Doll. So since we got the power of Gortan now, we'll go back to Claus and Prima Doll and transform into the Thunder Kitty and strike him with lightning. And of course, the first thing he does is just hits his head on the ceiling. Not a good way to be energized. So finally, we just gotta make an amulet to house the energy he has. So this is pretty much the point where you have to go fight Blood and Smokey to pass the time. But really don't need to do that. We just need to go out to Mel's real quick and then come right back to town. So nice little bug here. Normal playthroughs, you go fight Blood and Smokey. But those guys are idiots. Alright, so Claus just magically got the amulet ready for Prima Doll. In the meantime, that quick little in and out. We're still not done yet. Prima Doll pretty much wants to explore the outside world. And once we return the amulet, we'll be ready for him. So Prima Doll just gotta escort him real quick to Lakeside. It's our only choice here. Luckily. We don't want to take him to any of those dangerous areas. Be a bad babysitter doing that. Yeah, Prima Doll just loves being out in the world. Got fresh grass, we got trees giving us healthy oxygen, bright blue sky, and he wants to race us all of a sudden. But you think it'd be kind of hard to race in some boots like those. But of course, after a cheerful race, Prima Doll pretty much realizes what his purpose is, and once he fulfills it, he'll be back to nothing. But just tell him to cheer up, he'll be perfectly fine. So it's the same fate with Rue. You're a doll, you just serve a purpose. And the amulet is complete. And Prima Doll is back to his original self. And now we're ready to break the seal to the mystery of Valen. So Claw's like, let's ready to go, but all his archaeology days have caught up to him. And plus he stayed up all night trying to make that amulet, so he is in no position to take us to the ruins at Lakeside. So we gotta find someone else to take us with. And make sure we don't hit that stairwell though. So we gotta find someone with a boat. And we could go to the pier, but there's also a really hot shot we can go talk to. Rod. With his faithful companion, Johnny. Johnny, puppy. So of course he's gonna give us a deal. He'll take us to Lakeside, but we have to duel him for it. And of course we can't really duel him for free. For the casual players, you can fight this guy 3 times. Actually 4 times, actually. Who has different weapons each time. And then for this fight, you can either win or lose. If you're low on health, it's easier to lose, but you gain a little bit more dialogue. You can try to get him for a win, which has faster dialogue. I'm probably going to get the loose strat. There we go. You get different cutscenes if you win. Like, he'll be all like, alright, we'll go right now. But if you lose, you'll get this extra cutscene with Klaus's wife come in, and he's pretty much in debt to her for beating him and him being a voucher for free food, something like that. And she's giving him a hard time. It's like, are you giving real hard times? Like, no, ma'am. I'm gonna agree to help him. It's like, play along so I can get some free food, man. So, oh no, he agrees to help us, win or lose. It's faster to win than lose. Just get that extra cutscene. Waste a couple of seconds. But he needs to get his boat ready, so we need to go back and rest. Talk to Klaus to agree that Rod will indeed help us. And we are ready to go. Pretty much we got nothing to do for like the next 6 to 7 minutes, unfortunately. We have a lot of cutscenes to fly by. So like a good 25 to 30% of this game is cutscenes that you cannot avoid, unfortunately. So that's a downside of this game. But you got some good action RPG elements though. Prima Doll pretty much having a seizure back there. I think it's all fast. And we have made it to the ruins. We'll figure out Prima's destiny to uncover what this relic is. There's a lot of cutscenes coming up. So let him do his thing. Blue's got his bat. But yet, our plans are throttled. And there's Maya, that's Ment's sister, who just wants the power of the relic as well. They're pretty much defenders of it. Which they won't allow us to do it. But she has the power of a relic of her own. The Book of Cosmos. So, pretty much for our backstory with Ment, she wants to relic to counter the Book of Cosmos and pretty much get her throne back and the world after that. Fight fire with fire. And of course she got Duke and Belle to join up to make sure Rue doesn't mess this up. But they're actually gonna help us. Meanwhile, Rue's pretty much in trouble. Can't really fight the power of a relic on his own. He starts getting his doll powers activated. But Doll Master over here pretty much counter him, since he is the all-powerful master of dolls. Now they're just going to force him to open up this area. So, Pyramidal fulfills his duty, sadly, against his will. We just sit there and watch. But we get rescued. And she gets knocked out. Oh, that hurts. Not once, but twice! And he gets knocked out. By Cycle Master there. We'll be fighting him twice in this run as well. So of course they're going to try to continue on with their ritual. Force Primadol to raise up the Tower of Maya so she can claim her dominance of the world. We pretty much need to go where Ment's going, down to the pub. And pretty much figure out what we're going to do next. And we're all pretty much chill now. And this is where he spills out what his story is to Belle and Duke. Which they are absolutely touched by. It's like, you hear that, Ment? He's doing something useful. Like, all Ment wants to do is rule the world like a brat she is. I just wanted the real world. Oh, next time, don't be a brat about it. Of course, we try to think of a plan of attack, but it's too late. We need to get some sleep. So back to the end and rest. And do another shopping session real quick, buy our next bracer strength upgrade. Sell coins, buy the bracer. And need to check out the big tower that just rose up in the last scene. Apparently just running up the hill into the tower just caused it to be night again. Like, what time did he wake up? Like 5 and then 6 o'clock later. You get to introduce 2 more characters in the back there. Axel Wannabe. So it's night again. Go back and sleep. And what's this? She's alive. Is this a dream or a nightmare? So not in the alleyway. Like she's about to head off to the docks. Go all the way to the bottom and talk to Duke here. Can't sleep either. See if Rod knows anything about this. But Johnny's being spooked right over here, so we don't know if it's a ghost or any other suspicious activity. And finally, she's heading up to the church. And we think it's a real clear, but we get interrupted by Cycle Master here. It's one of the more dangerous bosses in this game. Can't really kill him this first phase. Just gotta jump his shockwave attack and hit him in the back. If you hit him in the front, you will get stun locked and he'll just toss you around like a doll. Or when he raises his arms like that, just run away. Do not get hit by him. Getting some good crits in. Nice crits. And a good fight. So of course we've been to see that was not Claire, unfortunately. She's still dead. Sad boys. So we're good on health-wise. We only got hit once, so we can just head straight off into the Tower of Maya. As far as my planning go with the coins, I should still be able to have Tiger form. And this is Trap Master. He's mad at us since we didn't go fight Blood and Smokey. That we would have saw him first, but since we decided to lure those two, he's really mad about it. He just calls us dumb. So if my coin strat's fine, we still have Saber Tiger. So we'll save a lot of time here. Going up. Got a couple of floors to climb. And avoid the flying rabbits. And avoid the pumpkins. I like pumpkin spice season. So grab a coin here, and then go and kill off all these pumpkins. Try to grab the rabbit coin. Hopefully don't get knocked by the witch shooting off the pumpkins at us. You do, if you get knocked off, you'll have to fight a wave of 3 pumpkins and try again. So, floor here, just kill off pumpkins. Kill them before they explode. Second balcony, same as before, kill all the pumpkins, then advance, grab some coins, sell them later. Hopefully the rabbit doesn't kill us, or he does. Perfectly fine. Still got a lot of coins we can burn through. So just try not to die there. So since we already got the coin, just go kill everything. The rabbits can try to wombo combo there. Okay, so that's some. Didn't mean to jump there. Go off to kill these rabbits real quick on the platforms. Some more platforming. Jump here if you stay on the way there. That platforming. It's a tight jump there, try to get there early. Kill off that rabbit for safety. Didn't mean to grab that helmet. heal for safety. Should be 3 gold coins here. So you're not gonna hit by the witches. And here's another healing spring, but you do not want to heal here. You want to be as low health as possible for this unwinnable fight. I might then want to grab that blue potion there. Because you have a fight with Doll Master coming up next. Which is unwinnable, sadly. So yeah. So yeah, we got Claire back. She's calling us a baby. Which is Mode Master in disguise, transform to pretty much anything. Pretty much Rue. And of course we want to hit her, but she transforms into Claire and don't want to hit the waifu. Of course, we can see Doll Master again. Rue's going to turn Super Saiyan. And he unleashes his trump card. He's the same man we fought in the past. Rue's not going to take it. Revenge is mine! Unfortunately, you can't do anything. You have to wait for Doll Master to kill you. So, most optimal strat is to be at lowest health as possible. I picked up that blue potion right at the end of the door there. There you go. But you won't take a game over, it's part of the progression. So Maya comes out, I was like, what's all this commotion? And basically a coup happens. They want to take the Book of Cosmos for themselves and basically revive Valen for their own various purposes. And now I just teleport us to space. So Maya pretty much questioning if she's doing this for good or evil now. And we need help with this guy right here, a big book. Atentius. Who apparently vetted the Makgar meme what SpongeBob did. And he's telling us we should not seek the power of Valen because he will destroy us. And he'll do anything to stop us. So, yeah, Big Book's trying to kill us. Just got some platform to do. Jump over the waves. Good there. Block fast, so we don't get knocked off. Now he's coming to chase us, because if you stay back there, he will shock you with his glorious mustache, which is bad. And then Dogmaster is all like, I need your power, come to me. Now Dogmaster is complete to revive Valen. And reveals Rue's true purpose to revive Valen with Dogmaster. And what the relic truly is to Dewprism. And of course what the power of Dewprism is. Pretty much, kind of like the Dragon Balls, collect all 7. And you get pretty much any wish in the world. Pretty much infinite power, all that stuff. Q holds the Dewprism, rules the world. But of course, since Valen was pretty much the creator of it, too powerful for him, it destroyed himself, but not his spirit. But now, we got 2 dolls to revive him with. And then Tentius wants to have one more rabble. It's like, you fools. Do not trust Valen power. Poor Tentius. Just doing his job. And with him dead, there's nothing stopping the resurrection of Valen. I got something to say about that, though. And also, that stone on top of Rue's head is part of the Dewprism as well, so it's pretty much his destiny to do it. Which will be coming up near the end. Coming up on his 4th chapter, really near the end of the run here. And he just takes off his mask and reveals that he is his brother. He is a part of the fragment as well. And of course, he said killing Claire was just an accident. Wrong place at the wrong time. So we're back in the tower. More cutscenes. He thought everything was a dream, but it was not. There's some mask to prove it. And now we know what to do. We need to stop Dogmaster from getting his hands on the Dewprism, which he constructs Valen's fortress. Final dungeon of the game. So got roughly 55 minutes left of this run. Which the timing of the run for the finale, you would do the final split on the final hit of Valen's second form, but there's a controllable events we'd have to do once we return back to town, and we use JRPG speedrun time, and we split on the final split of the end, similar to if you watch Super Mario RPG runs, they do the final split on the end. But as you would see for the splits here, that's another, after the final hit of the boss, that's like another 18 minutes of cutscenes, a little bit of gameplay, and then the credits. But without the whole Anaru story spin, this run would be easily sub 3 hours. So we're back in town. We gotta figure out a way how to get up there. So while we think, we need to head back to the alley, sell some more coins of both varieties, and then head out to Raging Mountain. So coins, so the helmet. Want to make sure we have 25,000 gold, so we can buy the end game gear. And we need the power of flight to get up there. And we just fought a dragon a while back ago, so let's see if we can borrow his power. I gotta get the power of Spectre back. So let's jump across here. Still have Bubba from earlier, so just hit the rock. Summon Spectre here real quick. Where the boss is coming up here. Okay, got his coin. Still got Bubba's coin. Yes, coins are not in optimal spots. Trying to do this without hitting the coin. There we go. Otherwise, I'd lose Bubba and I'd have to backtrack for Valen's Fortress to get it back. Try to keep it as long as possible. And here we fight Trapmaster. A little time lost there, trying not to get the Polywalk coins. I just platform, try not to get knocked off. Or stand on the fire panels. If he lights up a lot of them, there'll be a little bit of lag. Definitely avoided that fire, that jump at the end. So just a minor platforming for this boss. Alright, let's Trapmaster. And of course, he's like, I die, I'm taking you with me. But he changes his mind. He's the boss power. So, wham wham. Like, I'll let you go, but be warned. So hopefully salamanders are nice to us. And they're not, so I'm going to take a quick death, actually. I'm just going to go for it. Never mind. Lone Master can be a little bit of a problem. Well, with the old route, like, I'd have to use Rue all the time with her, but since we got the Spectre on the way here, we can actually use its powers to decimate two of Lone Master's forms, either turn into a bull or into Big Fat Bubba there. Or a gargoyle. Look, there's Lone Master just teasing us. And yeah, fair match. Alright, good first hits. Not gargoyle, so let's keep attacking reserve. Spectre. Got unlucky there with getting hit by the lightning. A little bit better if it transformed into Bubba, but just a little bit of time lost. The transform to Bubba would have got it, so it's just a little bit of RNG. Sometimes I see fights, you just immediately transform into Bubba. But got the bullet gun. But as you can see, Spectre just decimates that form quickly. And she still teases us. How rude. Unfortunately, since we lost Saber Tiger form, we won't be able to run against the wind here. We'll get pushed back if we jump. But if you fall off here, the wind pushback will be neglected. So just gotta get past Gatekeeper Bubba here. So no need to help. Just jump. Come up. Hopefully you'll get Gatekeeper by the fire or jelly. So, Father just granted us his blessing to transform into him and to get up to Valen's fortress. Okay, so finally do our last shopping spree. Back brave, back up. And off to Valen's fortress. So Elena's just wishing us good luck and be safe. Chubby little dragon there. And of course, Mint wants to try to be brave. He's like, I'm helping you too. I want to redeem myself. But this is our story. Mint, you find your own way to do that first. And first we see Prima Doll. He's safe, but he's running out of power. He's sleepy. We're gonna let him rest for a little bit. Hi, Prima Doll. Rest easy, buddy. Alright, home stretch. Valen's fortress. Got 4 sets of arenas to go through. Before you go there. Get this platform, go through Gargos. Second platform. You can get lucky and keep Tiger if you didn't grab a rabbit coin, but unfortunately I didn't get lucky. Alright, so it's got a time limit, do some little minor platforming, break out this cycle, or I don't. Now this is why I wanted to keep Bubba here. Because if I didn't, I'd have to go to the second platform, get a Bubba coin, and then destroy the boulder coming up here. Since we held on to... Actually, we did not hold on to Bubba, unfortunately. So, I'll go back and grab Bubba coin. So, I take that back. Messed up with some coin management. But just a little bit of time loss. Smash the rock, Bubba. Under this platform right here, spawn a Hellhound. And stay as a Hellhound and run really fast. He's just as fast as Saber Tiger. And make sure to dodge dinosaurs. Okay, so we're gonna melt this block. With fire. Send that to fire. No finicky with fire there. Take out this fire with ice. And some more platform. Arena Part 3 is a little mini maze. Kill Jen over here. We'll be using him later for a puzzle. He doesn't really get in Guardian. Go up. Go up again. Down. Go up, down, and then 2 ups. If you take that platform there, you have to go into the battle arena. And more platforming. Wait out that cycle. Kind of tricky to make that without getting caught by the flamethrower. More battle arena, switch over to the Hellhound for quick speed. And the quick flamethrower just takes out these bulls quickly. Then go all the way to the right where it's repeat. Back to the middle. This last one, I want to do the final hit with Rue, so I can recover MP coming up for this maze portion. Otherwise, I'd have to hit enemies to gain MP. So, put a slow strat there. And Game's Grace is enough to give you a save point there. Now, for this puzzle right here, you have to light up these torches and relight them in order to get some stones to spawn. We got that stone right there. This one can be more thin again. Messed up on RNG. Didn't miss there. I just got hit the dogs. Got an empty potion. So that is really good. So light up this one. Gen real quick to use the wind power to light up that flame. I'm actually doing this sequence a different order. Normally I do this one last, so I'm taking care of this one first. I'll switch back to Rue. Go back to know-how. Okay, so let's take out these two torches on the very end. Hopefully, water gun stuff. Yeah, it's really tedious with the hitbox of the torches and using your water and flame breath. Orb. One more orb. Two inner torches. Now, what's an RPG without some boss refights? We're coming up to that after a second battle with Cycle Master. This one is dangerous. Because not only does the same attacks he constructs a barrier, but when he grabs us, he likes to wombo combo against us. And now you think he's powerful now. Wait till he opens up his eyes. He could see. Again, hit him in the back. Do not get grabbed by him. Yeah, got hit by the waves there. Be dangerous. So he'll do those waves, or he'll just do some ice attack. on ya. Summon about 4 to 5 ice shards. Yeah, I gotta be careful because if I hit him too fast while he was about to do that grab attack, he will grab me and then force me into a wall. And I'll die. Sometimes that's gotta weigh out his attacks. And that's Cycle Master. Gotta take it safe there. Now we got the Cursed Crossways. Got some refights with the other bosses that we fought in the game. Before we do the refights real quick, I need to grab Spectre real quick. The bottom left platform here. Hopefully I get a health drop. Excuse me. No, I did not. It's gonna be a little bit scary for mainly Chimera fight. So we got up north here with first boss of the game, Nightmare. Just literally do a flamethrower and he dies. And then to the right here we have Skull Beast. Same strat, just use Gargoyle. I did not have Gargoyle. I'm actually taking death there. Because I was either gonna die there or at Chimera. Go back and run again, unfortunately. That was last hit is rare. And Chimera RNG. Wait for the head to pop out again. Try to get some hits in when it doesn't spit an attack like that. A little slow there on the menu. I did it wrong. Actually, that saved it. There we go. Full heal. Which we need for the last few fights coming up. Pretty much we're right outside Valen's entrance, so Dollmaster was like, last chance, join me, or you'll regret it. Rue's gonna stick to his noble actions to resurrect Claire on his own accord. So it ends just the way you killed Claire, right hand to death. But we have our own death mode. Spectre, just wrecks him. Just try to go back, not get hit by the hand there. If we run out of MP, just gotta whack him over a couple of times. And avoid that grab. Does a lot of damage. That's what happens during your grabs. So, unfortunately, I lost some MP there. So he pretty much regrets doing anything and killing Claire. But he's telling him, you gotta be ready because Valen, he's pretty powerful. Now nothing can stop us. Finally gonna resurrect Claire. And out comes Valen himself. Welcome back, my son. For arriving here, I will grant you one wish. The power to Dewprism. But it's his spirit, he doesn't have a physical body. And what Atreus was trying to tell us, he will... Like, if Valen had a physical body, he would be destined to be a god and rule the world. / universe. But Valen, he's just hiding his true colors. He's like, make your wish, my son. Use the power of the Dewprism, and I shall grant it for you. Of course, wish comes true. Resurrect Claire, please. And now it's like, behold the power of Dewprism. Claire is revived. But since he's a spirit, he needs a body. And now with a body, he can finally rule the world. Now he's just using Claire. And of course, Valen saying, I created you, you cannot go against your creator. So he's using the morning dew to create a barrier, the evening dew to basically attack us. For this fight, coming up, we have to attack Valen / Claire and make sure evening dew over there does not stop. Because if it stops, it's going to plan on healing Valen. So just gotta wait for... This can be an RNG, just flying around the room, hopefully try to get a hit in. And doing its jump attacks. So got hit in. Alright, it's about to do a heal, we need to hit it to stop it. And we hit some bad RNG with the hovers. Rough fight there. Try to go back quick. Good start there, coming right off to me. I gotta make sure to keep an eye on it. Heal, hit it. It's gone to its spinning blade mode. Just to win. A couple of missed attacks. Heal? Okay. Even though we did kill Evening Dew, it will resurrect. So we're not out to look yet. But got one more hit on Valen. Claire's body wasn't really up to par with Valen, but this is why Rue is here. He's a doll. He's created to be Valen's host. So with Dollmaster's last power, he's going to protect Rue and save his brother. So of course his spirit form is slowly crumbling. He's going to fuse with the Dewprism itself for the final boss. Now today we'll be about 18 more minutes left of the run for last cutscenes and credits. Otherwise this will be the final step of the run. This form right here is RNG. It has one vulnerable form that I'm farming for. All the other ones I have to avoid damage. Got 4 different forms. You got ground form right here. Just run around. It'll give you free HP and MP potions. This fight is just pure RNG, looking for the damageable form. First form's pretty take a long time. Alright, that's the form I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit! Not the form I'm looking for, Sky form. If you get close, he will grab you and throw you up in the air. And then he'll shoot off lasers after hovering at you for a while. You'll just run it out and don't get grabbed. Form I'm looking for. Block the beam. 5. Hit. Evil form right here. Close, try to suck you in. Close with that vacuum. Pretty much you want to run around to the edge as possible, but still not get a good chance of getting sucked in. This last form is just pure RNG. You can get fast, hittable forms, or you can just cycle through all those other forms like 6 to 7 times, which is the worst. Just lose a lot of time. And I'm getting the bad RNG, unfortunately. 5. Hit. 2 more hits and he's dead. As long as I don't get any more bad RNG, this will actually be a world record. Not a... I would say solid, but far from as solid as I expected it to be. It's RNG at this rate now. Decide to run. Which, even though the world record is 306, I do plan on lowering this as close to sub 3 hours. For a new game. New game plus is sub 3 hour. And RNG might deny me this time. Literally got a minute to win it at this rate. Here we go. That is world record. 2, 3, 4, 5. World record. Not the best Valen fight I've had in all my runs. That was probably one of my worst with RNG there. So, yeah, not the prettiest of PB / world record, but yeah, RNG this game. It's about 80% execution, 20% RNG, mainly with Valen and Chimera at the end there. Mainly Valen, as you can see, lost a big chunk of time there. So yeah, just got a good 18 minutes worth of cutscenes, credits. But we got a little bit of movement to do once we're back in Corona. That's pretty much the end of the game. Like I said, this is pretty much one of the rare gems of PlayStation 1 RPGs. Like, competing against a library like Final Fantasies, Chrono Cross, Legend of Dragoon, Wild Arms, you name it. This is pretty much one of the most, well, not the most, but definitely underrated RPGs you'll find for PlayStation 1. But it does a good solid. You can actually see an extended ending if you've beaten the game with both Mint and Rue. But for a full playthrough of that, it take you about, for casual, about 10 hours. But for a speedrun setting, which I kind of want to plan in the future, do both a combined run, to be about 6 hours. I need to improve my Mint runs as well, which I do run with Mint as well. I haven't done as much as Rue. Still have some sloppy portions to try to on. But she has her fair share of RNG bosses as well. Mainly the one in the 4 section. But Big Cloud Well. Yeah, RNG fest right there, trying to get some good hits in. And then of course, her fair share of RNG fighting against Valen as well. It's no much better or less with Rue. This game's pretty much underrated. I know it didn't get much hype for here in America, but I heard it did pretty well with its original Dewprism name over in Europe. Just wish it got more fame here in America. But that's RPGs for you. Some can be just forgotten, and some can be like a big cult classic, and just some. It's one of your must-play lists, kind of like Chrono Trigger or any of the Final Fantasies. Take your pick. But as far as an RPG, it's pretty much short and simple. Some platforming, a little bit of RNG to deal with. Otherwise, it's a very solid game to play through, and the speedrun as well. Compared to other long RPGs like the Final Fantasies, or dealing with RNG / shenanigans in Earthbound, or even in Chrono Trigger. I do recommend playing this game at least once, or even try to attempt speedrunning. There's not much speedrunners for this game, for this category. If you see more runs ran with Mint though, since she does have a little bit of a faster time, about 10 minutes less than Rue. And then most also runners run with New Game Plus, which you already start with maximum health, and you start off with your stats already powered up. Which I meant to do a run with, but I just do stick with New Game. Play through game normally. But New Game Plus would save about 10 minutes off this run. So of course we figure out how we get back here and if Claire's still alive or not. So we're not done with the run yet, just got some talking to do. Catching up to do with everybody. We'll go see Klaus. See how the family's doing. And guess what? Prima Doll's back. He fixed. And they found Claire here too, but she's asleep. She's alive though, but she's sleeping. And guess what too? They also adopted Prima Doll. It's part of the family now. Good for him. He needs a good family. So they're good for here now. We're gonna go check in with Rod. Thank him for getting us out to the ruins. And have a good ride with him, because he's like, if you want to battle again, you know where to find me. And Mint about to take off here. Still with her ambition to rule the world, even though we already used the power of the relic and the Dewprism. But she's been accepted back to home after being exiled. But nope, she still wants to rule the world like a brat. Still a think Rod over here in the field. Johnny Wolf. Yeah, unfortunately with Rue's part of the end, and we have to talk to everyone to conclude the scenes. With Mint, you really need to just go back to the inn that she's staying in, talk to one of, I think it's her grandfather, I believe, and tell him you're ready to go home. Otherwise, you can talk to everyone and see how they're doing. But nope, she's a brat. She just wants to go home and rule the world again. So of course, we think in Duke and Bill, he's still going to say he wants to be rivals. He's still feeling kind of bad because he really thinks Claire's still dead, but she's asleep. And they're telling him, cheer up, you saved the world. He's kind of a big bird and you saved the world. Finally, back to Claus's house. Still not ready to see Claire. He just wants to see his wife. Like, let her rest, dude. Time rewards you. He's fine and well. Three years. They got a lot catching up to do. Whereas he's just emotional. It's just the long journey you've been through, Rue. It's finally over. You got your wife back, you got good friends. It's pretty much speechless. Yeah, that's the last input. If I were to end it there at that last text box, it would be sub 3 hours. And ladies and gentlemen, that is GG on this game. For Threats of Fate. Like I said, it's just one of those rare, well, not rare, but just one of those misforgotten RPGs for PlayStation 1. But do highly recommend trying this out. Just to give it a whirl. Like, it doesn't rank as high as the other big ones for PlayStation 1, but it's still definitely worthwhile checking out if you like short RPGs. So the only drawback is like voice acting and text box. It doesn't have really voice acting like the other good RPGs, unfortunately, but it'll be nice. And it does have a lot of cutscenes and text box to go through, but story, more. People like that stuff with RPGs. So pretty much just a flashback of Rue's journey and all the characters that we encountered in the game. There's good perks about this game. This game has a good OST as well. Like Valen's Fortress, for example, really good instrumental music there. And the theming of all the areas that we've done. Underground Ruins, nice watery ambience area there. Bell's Fun House, fantasy, cheerful, playful. And then the Ghost Temple, eerie, spooky. It plays well with the atmospheres. So I just got about roughly about 6 minutes worth of credits here. I'm gonna skip a boat. And that's another thing too, like none of these cutscenes you cannot skip, you have to play them out. So it's just one of the drawbacks of this long RPG. I do thank you for watching this video and going through this journey with me, and witnessing a new world record for this as well. So expecting this to be the predicted time of 3:05. Not the best run I could have gone with just some big time loss, mainly at the end with RNG with Valen and maybe taking a death or two there, but this last run I had of this game, I had a big death happen at the Ghost Temple, as noted there, with that 5-minute time gain there. So not the perfect run, not the sub 3 hour I was going for, but eventually it's gonna happen with fingers and toes crossed. I can get RNG at the end of the game. That'll happen one day. I will guarantee that for sure. Which is my main goal for this category, sub 3 hours, and then focus on getting the Mint World record. For New Game, not New Game Plus. And eventually combining both categories to about 6 hours. I just gotta find the time to get that all ready. This is the last scene for the credits here, the big nice view of the Dewprism. Thank you, Doll Master, you saved our butts. So I got about 2 minutes worth of these credits right here. And then the final split when it says then a Rue story. Just like the timer before SMRPG runs. Yeah, I need to talk to more of the other runners if we want to keep it like this, or do the last split on Valen and skip the ending scenes. Kind of like with Earthbound, you hit the last split of the prayer with Gygas. Or you do the final input of the text box with all the events happening back at Corona. I don't know, timing's different, because some people time different runs, just like with Earthbound or SMRPG. People do the final split when they kill Smithy, or watch the credits do the end split. So, people's preferences. Instead, I get the other runners and see how they want to do that final split. Keeping it with this run. With all the other runs. Otherwise, it would have been sub 3 hours. Yes, last one right there is first. Producer. President producer. Oh no, good solid game to run. Definitely worthwhile checking this out. And it's made by Square. Actually made a good game. Again, I thank you so much for your time watching this video. And share your time with me watching this new world record. But about 10 seconds worth of blankness and the final splits. And time. 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 48 seconds. New road record and a great submission. So I thank you guys so much for watching this video and joining this journey on me in this new road record. And yeah, appreciate your support for watching this. So yeah, 306 here out, and I hope you see you guys in the near future. So again, thank you for your time for watching this video. Thank you very much.